Rồi, hay quá, mình có 15 bạn lên rồi, chắc là ổn. Okay. Gallery speaker. Rồi em bắt đầu lại đi Thoại. Chị livestream lại rồi đó. Để chị bỏ cái link livestream lại cho mọi người nha. Ủa mọi người có nghe không vậy? Hình như không nghe phải không? Đức không nghe, không biết mọi người có nghe không ta? Nghe rồi hả em?
Ủa nghe chưa còn.
Tại em chưa nói hả? Hay là
không,
em
nãy giờ
chưa
em nói. Dạ không, nãy giờ em nói, chắc anh chưa không biết.
Chị là tưởng em chưa nói, chị đang đi nhắn tin cho mọi người lên. Chị quay lại chị nói ủa sao lớp yên quá. Rồi hy vọng là mọi chuyện rồi, chị ở đây. Diễm Quyên giúp chị copy lại cái link này bỏ vào Facebook mà làm phần 2 cho các bạn ha. Không biết hôm nay sự cố gì đó. Rồi, cảm ơn em.
So in part 3, I was speaking what topic cell phone. First one, answer the question. For children, what age do you think is suitable to allow them to use cell phones? So anyone can give me answer? Can you give me your answer? Now look at the sample answer. Yes, Lan Anh.
I think the right time for them to use cell phones might be when they are teenagers, because when they're young, some kids are not quite responsible, and they might use their phone to play games and watch silly and inappropriate things for them on the internet. So about 15 years old trở lên is enough for is a suitable age for them to use cell phones.
Yes, so over 13 years old. Yes. So I can see your name. Cake. So I can see your name of
Me right here.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
In my eyes, there's no certain age for us to allow children to use cell phones. I suppose the most appropriate age is when the kid can grasp all the pros and cons of using mobile phones and how to use it wisely.
Yes, so thank you for your answer. I see the answer of this two of you. So lots of linking works to make the lesson more attractive. So now look at the example answer, and you can combine your answer to make the new answer the best answer. So first one, look at this. I think the right time for them to use cell phones may be the secondary school, and you give exactly what age are during the time they use secondary, primary, or high school or university. You must give exactly, because from that time on, they may need to contact with their friend. And when you give the main idea, you must give explanation or example for this idea. In secondary school years, it is also the time when they begin to go out to play occasional. Therefore, they need to cell phone to keep their family updated about the location and safety. This is a good idea for you to answer this question. If you ask the specific when it is appropriate for students to use the cell phones, I would say maybe in the second years of secondary school. Is it means because that is also the time when I began to own my own cell phone. And if you can say, who gave you the phone? It means my mom. And I said my mom gave it to me as a gift to help me keep in touch with my classmates. When you say my friends, my best friend, my friend in class, you must use my classmates. 4, discussing After for, we use verb ing. Discussing homework for going back home. We will then make the new answer. So 30 seconds for you to read the answer and give me your answer. 30 seconds for you. So who can answer this question? So let me see.
Yes.
Yes. So can you answer? For children, what age do you think is suitable to allow them to use cell phones?
In my opinion, the best time to give children their cell phone is when they graduate university at about the age of 20. So if we give them in when they are children, like toddlers, they can use it to play games and they keep stuck to the phone. And when they get older, they can't keep they can go on they can't go on the study road, and they can't get a job, so on. So when you should give your children their cell phones when they are adults, when they can know what is right and wrong. So in that time they can use their phone in better times. Like
So thank you for your answer. Great. I can listen. Hello? So can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So in the next question. So thank you for your answer. I'm sorry about my mistake. So in this question, you must answer in the past simple when I graduated, not graduate. We use past simple to express your idea. Hình như có một bạn đang nói nhưng mà tôi không nghe được. So in this question, is it popular for children to use cell phone in your country? Do you think it's popular? So Lan Anh, please.
Yes, I think it's very popular for children to use cell phones in my country. My friend already has an iPhone 13. And because grown-ups nowadays often give children their old cell phones when they buy a new one, and children take them to like play games or use them for the use of learning.
That's great. You use cell phone for many purposes. About study about your life, lesson or study. So cell phone has many benefits for you to improve your life, especially studying. So do you have the answer, everyone? So we have example answer.
Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, please.
I'd have to say it's all the range in my country that when you can see so many when you can see young generation from kids to teenager, they almost use their mobile phones when they're outside or inside. I think everything has it. Every coin has its both sides. Um, Mobile phone is beneficial to us in terms of knowledge, communication. But if you can't resist from its temptation, it's really harmful to your time management.
Yes, your time management. And you said everything has both sides. You should say everything has two sides.
Everything has two sides.
Yes, not both sides. So thank you. And I think everyone has a little or small mistake about pronunciation. This one, mobile phone, not mobile phone, mobile phone. The word has 2 or 3 syllables. You must stress. And mobile phone, you must read mobile phone, not mobile phone. And this, look at the sample answer. And you can review at home. I think it's quite often for children to use cell phone in my country. And this, when you begin to answer the question, you must react this with this question. And you confirm the question like this. Is it quite often for children to use cell phones in my country? According to my knowledge or from my perspective, in my opinion, in my views, most secondary school students have at least one or cell phone of their own. If you give the main idea, you should explain or give a reason or example for this idea. One of the reasons why cell phones are so popular among children is that their parents are willing to giving their kids money to buy the cell phones. They want because the parents think it's necessary. Therefore, if you give the main idea, the example, and you must conclude the idea. Therefore, there are many uses for children to use cell phones, such as contacting their classmates and friends. Although some children bought the cell phone because they want to play the games in it, in your idea, you must make them more sentences to express them. So everyone, do you have answer? So now we move to the next question. What do teenagers in your country use cell phones for? So can you give me some ideas about the question?
In my country, Vietnam, a majority of teenagers said that they use cell phones for surfing the internet to keep oneself updated every day.
Yes.
A minority of teenagers said they use the cell phone in business, and the others said that they often use for education.
Yes. So Maren, there are many benefits for you using the cell phone. So there are many benefits. How about the drawbacks?
What, teacher?
So you give the benefits of using cell phones. So how about the drawbacks of using cell phones? The disadvantages?
Disadvantages like some teenagers, they use cell phone to watch the bad things on the internet, and
Yes.
they could be act like the people in the bad films, like action games or something. So they could be addicted to that, and then they will act like the character in the game, and it can make damage to many people around them.
Yes, a great idea. So in this question, what do teenagers in your country use cell phones for? You must divide some 3 or 2 groups of teenagers. Just make your answer logically. First one, I divide into 3 groups of teenagers to use cell phone. First one, I think there are different kinds of use. Firstly, for some teenagers, the first group, they use the cell phone to check the English words they don't know, as well as listen to the music. Cell phones can help them study and relax themselves. And for another group of teenagers, they value the relationship between friends. Cell phone is an ultimate choice for them to contact with their friends. They will use the cell phones to discuss homework together and chatting with each other when they feel upset. And the last group, for the last kinds of teenager, they will use the cell phone to play games. As we know that there are more and more digital games in cell phones. In a word, it means that you will use explanation by it means that in other words, the teenager use the cell phones for relaxing, entertainment, and creating the convenience in life. And I think the phrases creating the convenience in life is good for you. You should take note in your notebook. Some new words. So I see in my screen cake. I don't know the name, but I see cake in the picture. So can you answer?
Yes. Okay, let me answer. With the development of technology, there's a host of function that mobile phone can serve. but for teenager, but if we are talking about teenager in my age, they mostly use mobile phone for study and entertainment. They can use them to search for documents related to their academics. Secondly, there are some social media for them to connect with their friends and relax after long working hours.
Yes. And I support you. Now, you use for study. You said for study. For will you for studying, entertaining, or not study? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And related to. You said related to, so you should use in relation to. This means related to, and I changed the adjective to noun phrases. Adjective phrases to noun phrases. And if I am speaking and I am writing, you use noun or noun phrases, you will get higher mark. And also
So I need to connect now and now. Now with now. So in relation to is better than related to.
So I can understand guys.
You mean in relation to is better than related to?
Yes.
Because they are both nouns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or relevant. Also, yes. Or we use relevant instead of using related to. And you don't use related to in your speaking or writing. Not good. And you can take now in your notebook. And everyone, so let me see. So everyone who attend this class, I need to write. I need you have a notebook to write something I teach you. And if you don't have notebook, you can write in mobile phone. Because in the lesson, I have some new vocabulary, new structure of pronunciation. I think you should remember to get a high score to get a best result in IELTS speaking test. So that's enough for today. See you on next weekend. So this time's up. So thank you for attending today. So thank you.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
teacher.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for the lesson.
So thank you for attending.
Thank you, teacher.
So meaningful.